who I already know, some of you that haven't met me. My name is Cheryl Litke. I'm an AOPA volunteer here at Arlington Airport. It's part of the, you may have seen it in your magazines, part of the airport service, ASN. Airports,
Support network.
No, it's not. It's
just make something up. We don't know.
It's on my shirt. Airport Support Network. Sorry. There you go. Get it out of the wind. And so when I started thinking about started thinking about doing this, it was either Grand Prairie or Arlington. And since I rent out of SkyMates at Grand Prairie, that was kind of my first choice. But then I got to thinking about it. I know so many of EA 34 folks out here at Arlington. And as Karen used to say, when you've been to one airport, you've been to an airport. They're all very different. They all have very different personalities. And the one thing I noticed around Arlington is when you walk around the field at Arlington, the hangar doors aren't open. People aren't sitting around drinking coffee or shooting the breeze or what have you. And so after I learned as much as I could about the airport, either through your comments or meeting with Karen and then Trent, how the airport functions and what some of the concerns were of some of the tenants here, and hopefully got some of those questions answered. The next thing on my list of things to do is attempt to create a sense of community here. So a lot of you attended the luncheon that I hosted at the main terminal building here just about a year ago. We had it catered from El Primo's, and it was just super simple, Jerry. And then we had coffee and donuts at Ray Bailey's hangar, and that's when I learned that pilots don't like to get out of bed early in the morning. So I think there were about 30 people there, but I'm sure they were all EAA 34 people and everybody else that was to sleep in. But we've got a great turnout here today, and I appreciate all the volunteers, EAA 34, that came out and helped cook burgers, because I told Jerry I'm going to cook burgers. So all the EAA 34 people came out, which was very helpful. Then we've got quite a few tenants here, which is great. Van Nordel brought some airplanes over, which is really cool. Let's see. Justin Canner's airplanes down there, if you want to take a look at that afterwards. And then Jerry's got his RV. And whose Grumman is that? I forget.
Mike Blaisdell.
Who's?
Mike Blaisdell.
Oh, Mike Blaisdell's Grumman is down there. And I think there's a 150 at the end. So, oh, is that yours? Oh, okay. So we've got a lot of great airplanes out here. And so what I wanted to do was give you an opportunity to hear from some of the local VIPs here at the airport. And we have our firefighters, which were kind enough to join us. I'll have them talk first in case they get a call and they're going to turn the lights and sirens on, and go do that firefighting stuff. And then Cheryl is here. She's the manager of the tower here at Arlington Airport. Is here, the assistant manager for the airport. Trent has some dad duties today. His kids are playing baseball, so we gave him a kitchen pass, and so they get to play. So the firefighters are going to talk to us briefly about their ARF equipment, and if you have questions about their response and what they do and so forth, that would be great. Carol is here. There were a couple of things I asked her to talk about. My full-time job is as a captain for American Airlines, and as you know, some of our larger airports have had some incursions recently. I'm sure you heard about the one in Boston and Seattle and Baltimore and so on and so forth. And so I'd asked her if she would touch on any changes that have come down from above that might affect the operations here. And then we've also heard about staffing. So is staffing affecting operations here in the tower at all? The number of operations they can complete in an hour and so on and so forth. And then Austin is going to talk a little bit about the west side development. I know a lot of you have probably heard about the extension of Center Street over there, as well as the possibility for development over there. And then not all of you were here when we talked at Coffee and Donuts about why it's such a cool deal that the airport has now been designated as a national airport, the funding that it opens up and so on and so forth, and how the airport earned that designation. And then if you have questions, please ask. And if you have questions later, know that these folks always have an open door and are happy to talk to you at any time. So anyway, I will ask our firefighters to take the lead.
How's everybody doing? I'm Eric Adante. I'm a lieutenant at Station 12, which is just north of the airport here. Well, I guess east. So we were invited by Cheryl to come here today, and I guess if you have any questions for me, we'll take them. But basically what we have is we have the engine you see behind us, 750 gallons. We have some foam on there, but we have an ARF truck we got about 4 years ago that's specifically for the airport. It doesn't go anywhere. It's just main function is if you're having plane troubles, anything like that, that's strictly for here. So that's back at the station now. That has 200 gallons of foam on it, which is a lot more than the 6 we have on the engine right there. So hopefully we never have to use it. Hopefully you don't see us except coming by, going on a medical call or something like that. But we're here if you need us, and we are the ones dedicated to the airport here and the surrounding areas. So I don't know if you have any questions for us. This is my crew here also. Michael Reynolds, he's the one driving today, and our rookie William's over here. You can give him a hard time if you need anything, water, Coke, anything, we'll get it for you. Yeah, so I don't know if you have any questions. If you have any little kids, also, anytime you can bring them over to the station, show them around and show them the engines. They like that kind of stuff. Not as cool as some of the planes, but yeah, it's red. So. Sir, yes.
If there was one thing you wish all the pilots at this airport knew about the fire department and your capabilities, what would that one thing be?
You know what? There's not one thing really. I think if you're having trouble, if you're up in the air, and it's like for us, sometimes if we're having problems, we tend to ask later. We don't ask right away. If you're having some issue with your airplane or something, let the tower know early so we can be ready to respond early. Because sometimes stuff gets jumbled, and we'll be pulling out. We'll get just inside the gate, and it's like the plane's landing. We're like, we'd like to be there a few minutes early so we can know how many people you have on board, how much fuel you have left on your aircraft. So that all helps us, how much foam we might need to use if something did happen. So how many people, foam, I'm sure everybody knows that probably, but there's not one thing, but just recognizing something early and getting it to letting the right people know early so we can respond correctly with what we need. So yes, sir.
Do you have different procedures when it comes to extinguishing fires on like a turbojet aircraft as opposed to a piston?
We a lot of soaking, a lot of foam, right? So it's going to take a lot of water and a lot of foam. So our response here is if something happens, our ARF and our engine comes out. We also have another couple engines from in the city will respond as well. We'll have a chief, and we'll have also a couple medical units that will come just as a precaution. But it's just going to be as far as we're just going to need a lot of foam for that. So we do have a lot of that, but it's all just getting at the right spot at the right time. These engines are these planes are obviously a lot smaller than what you're talking about. That's just going to be something that once we get they call it in, tone us out for it, we're going to be like, hey, we're going to need it. I'll probably call if it was something like that. I'd call for maybe a second alarm to get us another 3 engines, and because we're going to need to relay a lot of water. That's the problem. So we're going to need to find a hydrant and hook up and get a lot of foam going, put certain things out. So yeah. Yes, sir.
How often do you interact with DFW crews, and do you train much with them on aviation specific issues?
So we all had to have a class up there that we took. It was a week or 2 weeks. I can't even remember. It was a great class. That was the best class I've had, I think, on the department. But we do refreshers. We're having guys go through just to stay fresh on things. But we don't every couple of years. We really don't do a lot of things with them. They obviously have a lot more bigger planes than we can fly out of here, obviously. But we do put guys through refreshers. We usually have a couple per year we'll go through just to stay fresh. But we don't really interact with them too much. But their airfield, their little practice field and everything. They have an Airbus 380 down there, cut in half. It's really cool, some of the stuff that we got to go through. What do we have? DC-10 up there that's cut, and they smoke it out, and also chairs are thrown all over the place, luggage is everywhere, and we have to go in there, shut down the engine and everything, and look for people in there. That was pretty cool to do, And at DFW really, it's nice to have that there because people fly in from all over the world just to use their equipment. So we're blessed to have that. Oh,
They're
yeah,
going,
yeah.
Oh my God, a plane just crashed. You know,
Right,
it's
right.
managed.
Hopefully they tell someone they're doing that before.
No.
No. Oh, yeah. That happens.
Because you can see it from everywhere on the west side of the field.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
can see it.
So it really sets folks on edge.
Yeah, I live in North Fort Worth. You can,
There-
you can
yeah,
definitely
sure.
see it. Yeah.
It's really black smoke. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So EAA has a program called the Eagles Program where we take individuals that are 18 or older that want to maybe learn to fly, want to go on a first flight. Would any of you guys want to go on a flight one time with us?
No, that'd be cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
Actually, my dad had his license a few years ago. He got grounded for kidney stones. This is, 10, 15 years ago. But
Yeah.
he used to take me up, and that was the best. And he
Yeah.
always said, he's like, you shouldn't be scared of these because you can land these almost anywhere, you know. So
Right.
we'd fly over. I was going to college. I'm from Chicagoland area. Don't hate me. It's all right. But I'm glad I'm here now. But yeah, we used to fly. I used to love going up with him. But it was a great experience, and we go over to my college and stuff and see the dorms. Different view than you get from,
Yeah.
30,000 feet up there. So.
We'll get you lined up with the flight.
Yeah, I'd love to do it. You
Yeah.
can stop by and let us know or whatever. But yeah, I'd love to go up.
Okay.
I don't know about the other. I'm sure they would too. I don't want to speak for everybody, but I would.
Volunteer the rookie.
Yeah, right. He can fuel it up. He can fuel the plane. So. Anyway, no.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks for having us.